I'm just chillaxing, getting ready to go to Vegas next week for the cousin's trip. But hold on.
What's so funny, TSM?
Yeah, tune in with April Showers on YouTube. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. And let's make Miss April ours. You know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of, you know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything.
Chuck, what's going on?
What's up, April?
Nothing. Just chillaxing. I'm so confident. I'm just sitting at home chillaxing. Uh,
Okay. I'm just
they
enjoying the evening.
suspended
That's it.
Kyrie Irving.
Huh?
They suspended Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he got suspended for 5 games.
He got suspended for
For
5 games.
Yeah, 5 games. That's a lot of money.
They done suspended Kyrie Irving for 5 games for recommending a documentary from Hebrews to Negroes that
hmm
they have deemed anti-Semitic.
hmm I
Now,
haven't seen that documentary, but it came out in 2018.
okay, so now I can say this. I looked at the world through everybody's eyes. When they getting ready to arrest Brett Favre for funneling money stealing from the poor people, and they worrying about Kyrie representing a documentary.
Okay.
Now, I can look at this at a number of ways, Chuck. If I hire you to play basketball, you're a basketball player. That's all you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bring my team some wins.
Right.
What you do in your personal life, you know, should be your business. But he's hired to play basketball,
Right.
right?
Right.
And when that team hires you, they want you to go conduct yourself in a certain manner. And we know this.
Yeah.
What I
I mean,
need, I need you to help me understand why folks like Shaq and Charles Barkley say he should be suspended.
I mean, like you said, I
I'm gonna
mean,
give you the floor.
Kyrie Irving is paid to play basketball. What he do outside of basketball is his own private thing. But on the other hand, there's rules and guidelines that not just him, that all professional athletes have to follow. And I think that's where they find themselves getting in trouble at. But there's also this thing that called
I'm back.
freedom of speech. There's also this thing that called freedom of speech.
Okay.
So why is he being punished if we have the right of freedom of speech? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it does not surprise me. Um, it does not surprise me because they have come up, they came up with the rules, right? So if we don't play by their rules, then they gonna get rid of you. You gotta play the game. You don't play their game, they gonna get rid of you. Or they're going to suspend you. But he should. I'm getting so sick of what's so offensive to other people, and they done talked about black folk our entire life. We have been stereotyped as
Hmm.
lazy, ignorant, and all on welfare. And they
So
were able to talk about us. They had their freedom of speech, but we can't say a doggone word.
okay. So when you say rules, are you referring to the NBA itself or
No, I'm just saying those people.
the
They have
ADL?
their own set of rules, and you gotta play by them. And if you don't, hey, you go.
Okay. So are you talking about the NBA or the ADL, which is
I'm
Anti-Defamation
talking
League?
about any of these athletes. Look at Colin Kaepernick when he was kneeling in protest of police brutality. Nobody defended him. Only once George Floyd was murdered did they apologize to Colin Kaepernick.
No, they didn't.
Nobody defended Colin Kaepernick. And y'all thought these people was gonna get behind Kyrie Irving? Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, they both are standing up for injustice. But my thing is, April, if I haven't seen the documentary, but my question is, if it was so bad, right? Why is it that the documentary is on Amazon where people can go and watch it? But
Why do they have driving Miss Daisy?
but
Yeah.
but a white owner, hear me out. A white owner of a basketball team put the same documentary on his platform and nobody said anything about it. But they wanted to spend Kyrie Irving for 5 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't you think that's a double standard situation?
Now, Kyrie did say that he apologized. He said he did not mean to offend anybody. And I'm so sick of these sensitive ass people. When they gonna arrest Brett Favre? See, that's what they hiding from us. See, Brett Favre should be arrested for stealing from that Mississippi welfare department. But they got time to suspend Kyrie Irving.
All right, so let me ask you this. I don't know if you know, but just not even 24 hours, Kyrie donated $500,000 to the Anti-Defamation League. Okay?
And I'm sick of them doing that stuff too. I'm so sick of they still making money off of us.
Now,
Y'all got enough money. They don't need no more money.
now, after he donated the money, the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, he made a statement saying that he's disappointed in Kyrie Irving and wants to meet with him. Why are he? What's the reason for him being disappointed when he already making an apology? And he already said that he wasn't trying to disrespect the Jewish community or anybody's religion. No, you want to know why he's disappointed?
Why?
Because Kyrie Irving refused to take the vaccine, so he couldn't play basketball last year. Okay?
And they still had to pay him too, right?
Right, exactly. So now we come into a new season, and Kyrie Irving is back on the platform telling the truth about the black race and how black people were treated in slavery. But you can't say that. But you get these white people and these Jewish people on different social media platforms, and they can call us niggers and every other name that's in the book. But do anything
Yeah,
happen to
we
them?
lazy, ignorant, pimps, prostitutes, lazy, only want welfare checks.
nappy-headed,
You know,
but do they lose their
all
job?
the names
Do they,
we've been called.
but do they lose their job? No.
No, they don't lose their job. But I want to know why people thought they were going to stick up for them. Like, who really thought Charles Barkley was going to stick up for Kyrie Irving? Who thought Shaq was going to stick up for Kyrie?
I didn't. Charles Barkley don't like Kyrie Irving.
Charles Barkley don't like himself.
That's a good point.
He played all of them years and never won. Wait a minute. Did he ever win a championship? Or was that
No,
Kyle Malone, the mailman that never won a championship?
no, he never won them championships.
Charles Barkley didn't either, right?
Charles
So
Barkley
yeah.
didn't win it. Charles Barkley never won the championship. No,
So you played all of them years and never got an NBA ring.
no.
So you hate yourself because of that. And you talk about all of the other athletes.
Yeah, and that's one of his biggest
That,
downfalls. That's one of his biggest downfalls that he regrets that he never won the championship.
yeah. Shaquille O'Neal, he can go sit his butt down somewhere too. Hey, cool gamer, y'all gotta
Hello, cool
stop.
gamer. Hello,
Hey,
together we break the chain.
yeah, together we break the chain. Said that is true. Uh,
Thank you.
I'm like hot topics over here. Something here that I want to be fresh talking about it. I
Yeah.
have a problem, like I say, but when they gonna arrest Brett Favre? They could find so much fault with
Hmm.
what the black players do, but this man just stole all of this money and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Now, people really think Negro is getting ready to boycott the NBA. If they didn't boycott the NFL with Colin Kaepernick, what makes y'all think they getting ready to do it now?
I mean,
Y'all,
there's people.
y'all people, hey James Money, Chuck, you know yourself how much you love sports. And
Hmm.
you can't tell me on a Sunday that you gonna sit there and not turn your TV on to sports.
Yeah, but if I don't, me as a sports person, if I don't like what's going on in the sport, I can boycott that sport along with other people
If they say
because
let's do do a blackout of the NBA and nobody not watch they no NBA games for 5 games since Kyrie Irving was suspended for 5 games. How many people you think would actually do that?
There are some people that they don't like Kyrie Irving, April, for various reasons. If the NBA decided we're gonna boycott games because of what he
Is
said
he
and what he did, I think there's people out there that will stand up for it. They'll lose
okay?
a lot of.
So is he a great ball player?
Say it again.
Is Kyrie a great ball player? Is
Oh
he a
yeah,
great
he's one of the.
basketball player?
He's definitely a great basketball player. But his views his views on life is a lot different from others. I respect some of his opinions and views. I'm not saying that he's 100% correct on what he says, but he has the right to speak his mind, just like me and you. I mean, some people may not agree with what I'm. Some people may not agree with what I'm saying right now, and that's understandable.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, when I was on my job, I did a job.
Hmm.
Some things I didn't take to my place of employment because there was a lot of things I could have spoke up about. Why am I gonna
Okay.
speak up and I will be without a job and I got a child. I had a child to raise.
Okay.
And you know, these folks, they not gonna stick behind you. The first
Hmm.
thing they'll be like it. She shouldn't have
Hello,
ever
James
said
Money.
nothing.
So from knowing what you know now, do you feel like he deserved to be suspended 5 games?
His job is a basketball player. That's to bring the team some win. But he does have his freedom of speech that is his personal life.
Right.
But sometimes you can't let these people know what you thinking. We got to learn how to move in silence.
True. Like he said, he wasn't the person that wrote the documentary.
No, he wasn't. He just stated, it was a great documentary.
Hmm.
And I mean, he didn't write it. I mean, I ain't
Hmm.
never heard of the documentary, and I probably didn't even watch it. Uh,
This is my first. This is my first time hearing about it, and like you said, we probably definitely need to watch it. But Why is he being punished for giving his opinion on something that we all know that happened way before we was born, that our ancestors told us about. So why in 2022 that people cannot have an opinion and tell the truth about things that we have researched and studied on our own, but we get punished by it. But Donald Trump can stand up on the stage and imitate people with disabilities, and nothing happens to him. Why is that? Can anyone answer that question for me?
Okay, I'm back. I hate when somebody calls me. I have to. It makes my volume go out.
All right, so did you hear my question?
No, can you repeat it again?
I was asking, why is it that Kyrie Irving is being punished for something that we all know that happened way before we was born, and our ancestors even told us about it. And when I say ancestors, I'm talking about great grandmothers, great grandfathers, our parents, great uncles, great aunts, right? They told us things that happened back in the slavery days and how the Jewish people treated us in other ways. So now, here we are in 2022, where they claim people have freedom of speech, right? Why is Kyrie Irving being punished? Why is Kyrie Irving being punished? But then you have people like Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States of America, talk about disabled people, and nothing happened to him. I'm just keeping it 100. This man was on stage imitating disabled people, people who have mental health issues, people who have speech impairment. He's imitating them in a jokey way, but nothing happened to him. Why is it?
Why do you think he's black? That's why. I mean,
Good evening,
that's
Ghetto
why.
Child Clinic. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, good old child. Glad to have you. Like I say, I'm getting to the point now
Mm-hmm.
where I'm ready to start disliking you people. Because I'm sick of this. Can't nobody talk about y'all. Y'all controlling everything. And I'm so sick of can't nobody say nothing about y'all. Well, I need y'all to come into the black community and share some of that wealth that y'all have. Since, y'all such great people. I need you to let, I need you to bring some people to come sit at the table with y'all. But you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Y'all keeping all of y'all money within your people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sharing it. You're making money from the record industry, Hollywood, and everything else. And what are you doing for these people that have made y'all rich?
Yeah. Why is it that every time a black man speak out on something that they being punished for it?
Because we're not supposed to have rights. Ain't nobody talking about Brett Favre. Hey, hey, H-Rap.
Good evening, H-Rap. That's true.
It's us, not the ancestors. It's us. It's getting done too. Wake up. Lit live in our faces.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that it is most of these forces that people want to be reckoned with, ain't nobody going to back them. They didn't back. I mean, you can go all the way back to the Olympics in the 60s when
Mm-hmm.
you had the black brothers that had the black power, did the fist. We have never been able to have a voice in this United States of divided America.
Yeah.
We have never had a voice, and then you got the gatekeepers and the bootlickers, you know,
Yeah.
they
I
glad to
mean,
see you be replaced so they can sit at the table.
do you feel like if Kyrie Irving wasn't a professional basketball player, that he would be receiving all this backlash for making
Hell
his comment?
no. He would just be an old regular guy that's talking about a documentary. But they trying to show us that they still run us and we gotta dance to their music or we're going to suspend you. You know, Kyrie is getting a whipping from the slave owner. Master beating him right now. He whipping him now.
Yeah.
And all of the other slaves sitting back watching and not doing anything.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Because ain't no way we should be calling for a boycott right now. If they can suspend Kyrie Irving for talking about a documentary that he didn't even make, but you got Brett Favre who done stole from one of the poorest states in the country money and he's yet to be arrested.
That's a good
Make
point.
it make sense. But we
That's a
can't move like that.
that's a good point.
Cause you gonna have them people, they gonna say, oh, you know, that's on
Yeah,
him.
yeah, you're right. I mean, they wanted to spend Kyrie Irving for talking about a documentary, but they're not doing anything to the former NFL player who stole all that money in Mississippi. And his name is Brett Favre. This man
Brett
stole.
Favre had enough money.
This
You
man stole.
stole
This man stole money from a welfare program.
for the poor, from the poor people.
But they're not doing anything to him. They're not talking about him every day on the news.
They're not talking about him every day. And
But
it would
Kyrie
be
Irving,
nice if we
but
had
Kyrie
some
Irving,
great leaders. I'm going to mute my mic.
no, but Kyrie, go ahead. And I'm just saying, but Kyrie Irving gets suspended for 5 games.
Again, this is where we should be standing up, making a stand. Whether you like Kyrie Irving or not, whether you agree with him, he has,
Yeah,
we have the power right now to say we're not going to watch 5 games and we want Brett Favre to be elected. They say one thing and they take away a brother's bread and butter.
yeah. I mean, the players, the president of the NBA Players Union, they could do that. They have the power to do that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. They can easily
I
stand
wish
behind
we
him.
had.
They can they could easily stand behind him and say, we don't think that this is a fair suspension for Kyrie Irving, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
And I can't believe he donated $500,000, $500,000 to them people. They making me sick with all this mess.
Yeah, he donated the money. Like I said earlier, he donated the money, but why is it that the commissioner of the NBA is still disappointed in him? He donated $500,000.
Cause they letting us know that they still run this. We don't run nothing, And you think your brothers and sisters gonna stand behind you? And ghetto child, you are so right. It would never make sense if we keep waiting on the others to treat us like they treat each other.
Yeah,
But he has his right to tweet and he will win it. But just the fact is that y'all want to tell people what they can tweet, what they can't tweet, But you haven't done anything to Brett Favre.
Right. So, do you feel that Kyrie Irving was out of line for even making this statement?
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Social media is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and, and like I say, sometimes we just have to move in silence. You know, we never knew too much about Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
Denzel moved in silence and was the highest paid black actor
yeah,
married to a black woman. We didn't know his every move he made.
that's true. I mean, like the actor Spike Lee, right? He's a big time New York Knicks fan. Like he loves the New York Knicks. He probably even have some contribution to the New York Knicks. Why is it that he's not standing behind Kyrie Irving? When he was when once upon a time he was upset about black actors not getting the Oscars. Why you
Cause you
not
had
standing?
people like
Why you
you
why
had
is it
people
that he not standing up behind Kyrie Irving?
why stand up for him. People didn't stand up for him. You got Tyler Perry dissing Spike Lee. He was a pioneer.
Hmm. Like you said, we got to come together on these different topics that happen in our race.
I want to know why Brett Favre, I mean, has not been arrested. This is the perfect time to make a move. Oh my goodness. I wish people would say arrest arrest Brett Favre.
Hmm.
Don't watch the NBA for 5 games. Or don't watch the NFL until Brett Favre is arrested. But we won't do it. We won't. We won't do it.
I mean, you're right. I get your point. I understand
I
what
mean,
you're
I
saying.
don't
Like,
know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would lose my bread and butter trying to defend some folks that I know that's not gonna stand behind me.
yeah,
It's been every man to himself out here. They didn't stand behind Colin Kaepernick. They not standing. They're
so,
not
so
gonna
you
stand behind Kyrie.
so, so you feel like um the NBA should be boycotted?
They sure should. Should nobody buy none of they team apparel. They shouldn't buy nothing, no jerseys, no nothing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So knowing what you knowing now, what would be your personal perspective about Kyrie Irving? Do you feel like he did anything wrong?
No, I don't think he did anything wrong. It's his Twitter account, and he tweeted a movie. Um, he made a recommendation. Um, I like horror movies. Does that mean I'm a devil worshiper?
No.
I mean, he's got his right to tweet on his account, but again, he is a basketball player, and I don't know, don't they got some kind of conduct clauses or rules of conduct?
Yeah, every team in the NBA has a protocol that players have to follow. And once those protocols are broken, um, they either get suspended, like Kyrie Irving just got suspended for 5 games. The head coach, well, he's no longer the head coach for the Boston Celtics. Mimi Udoka. Sorry if I pronounce his last name the wrong way, but he was suspended for a year because he had some type of um, sexual harassment going on in the workplace. But now, and this is interesting, the same coach that got fired when he got suspended from the Boston Celtics is about to be the coach of the Brooklyn Nets, the team that Kyrie Irving played for. Okay,
Wow.
so make it make sense. How is it that this guy gets suspended on the Boston Celtics, but he's about to be hired for the Brooklyn Nets, and he's under investigation for a violation of code of conduct? If me and you is working for an organization and we violate that code of conduct, what you think gonna happen to us?
We would be uh, fired,
Thank you.
scandalized. We would be
Thank you.
talked about every day on the news from
Thank
sun
you.
up to sundown.
And I'm
Every
not saying,
talk show,
and I'm not saying that this
every
guy.
talk show
I'm not
would be
saying that this
talking about it.
right, and I'm not saying that this guy didn't do anything. What I'm saying, April, is I'm trying to get you to see that there's a double standard with different situations, and sometimes when people are up in high management, nothing happens to them. They just move on to the next job. But like you
Yeah,
said,
they moving from place to place, and
right.
they still keep doing they dirt
But like you said,
like the Catholic
people
with the
people like,
with the priest.
but like
Huh?
yeah, but like you mentioned, and sorry for cutting you off, but like you mentioned, people like me and you, we get fired. What's suspended?
Mhm. Yeah, they gonna dog us out. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, right. Like they about to do Kyrie Irving. This situation ain't over with.
Oh no,
After the after the
Kyrie.
five,
Okay, finish. After the 5, what now?
no, I was gonna say after the five, after he served the 5 game suspension, they're gonna come up with something else.
Mhm.
I bet when Kyrie Irving do these 5 games, it's gonna be something else. And
And
don't
I
forget,
believe.
and don't forget, he haven't met with the commissioner of the NBA.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we go again, people. It's they world. Just squirrels trying to grab a nut. They world, their rules.
Yep, the world, they rules that we have to obey by.
We have no people in position right now that are saying, let's boycott the NBA. They had
Right.
no problem talking about what was that? The Little Mermaid being black. They had no problem voicing their complaint. Oh, everybody getting ready to get pumped up. Wakanda Forever is coming back. They giving y'all the movie on some false hope.
But people go out and pay their money to watch stuff like that. But Kyrie Irving can't tell the truth about a documentary. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Double standards, April. Double standards. Here you got Kyrie Irving getting suspended for 5 games, but nothing happened to Brett Favre. And he's stealing
No,
money from poor people. Stealing money from poor people in Mississippi, but nothing happened to him.
mm-mm, no.
But
And
we
we
can
got to
laugh,
know,
but people can get on social media and laugh and joke about other things, right?
mhm,
That
right?
goes on that goes on right in front of them every single day. Every single day. That goes on in front of them, right?
Yeah.
Why you don't tell the truth about that? Just like I mentioned earlier about the shooting that happened earlier, that happened on Monday, on Halloween night.
Yeah.
Right at this moment, April, somebody know who did that. Trust me, somebody
Yeah.
know. They know.
You
Yeah.
know, you can't hate. Hey, and Big Kim and God we trust. That's
Yeah.
my brother Tracy. Meet my brother Tim. He's a big Donald Trump supporter.
What's
Um,
up, Big Tim?
yeah. So we Big Tim, we talking about Kyrie Irving being suspended for talking about a documentary. You know how you felt like they were messing with you with because you was a Trump supporter. You know, we think we supposed to control people nowadays. What they think people are robots now? Do they
I
think
mean,
we robots?
no, they just think that people don't know the truth. That's all. I mean, just look at it, April. Look at how they treating Kanye West.
Yep,
And all this man said was, "Hey, y'all know all these platforms and TV networks that we watch, the Jewish community own them." That's all you said.
yeah.
And then he wore the White Lives Matter T-shirt, which just blew everything out of proportion. So
And
now,
as
so
he
now,
has his right to wear a White Lives Matter shirt. That's his
mm-hmm,
right.
mm-hmm.
They want to
So now,
run us, Tim. Yeah. They want to make us conform to their world. They don't want you to use God. They want to tell you who you should support now. They want to tell us what we should say. They want us to love this, love. They want us to love what is wrong and hate what is right.
Big Tim and God we trust said we're on a socialist platform right now. He's absolutely correct. All lives matter, which is right. He's right.
They do. You know that guy? Did you hear about the guy that left his kid in the car and his kid in the car and the kid died? You know that
No, I
man killed himself?
no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there was a guy that had left his kid in the car and he his kid died in the car.
Wow. Big Tim
And the
and God we
guy,
trust said that they deleted his original account, April.
yeah. Yeah, you
That's
gotta fight, you gotta appeal everything. I
that's
want
terrible.
them people that's running everything to please come into the black communities and make us understand you.
Yeah.
Come to our community. Well, you're rich. You're getting rich.
So, so the guy killed himself?
Yeah, yeah. That guy, he they made fun of him. They was calling him a bad father. It was a couple of instances where people had forgotten about their kids and cars, and the kids then died, and they done told them they shouldn't have kids, and
Oh,
that
wow.
man killed himself. So this lady is now burying her husband and child.
Wow.
Thanks, Tim, for sharing me out. There is no more. Well, Tim, accidents do happen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
People get so caught up. He might have been running into the house to grab something and got into something else.
Right.
And so, and that's why they are called accidents.
Yeah,
Uh,
Big Tim said those parents should be in jail. That's
so,
sad.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
So the father, he went into the woods and shot himself. Yeah, Tim, we gotta pray for each other, cause at the end of the day, uh,
We definitely
we
we
all
definitely gotta
here
pray for
now.
each other.
We all here now. We all here.
You're right about that.
And
We
the
definitely gotta
way
pray for each other.
America is turning, America, they the way America is turning, they
Mm-hmm.
want to turn us into a communist country like Russia. Uh,
They making it well. We can't say anything.
huh?
I say they making it well. We can't say anything.
Well, there is no freedom of speech. Yeah.
So why have that in place then? If there's no such thing as freedom of speech, then why have it in place? Why is it that people can't give their honest opinion about something?
Because um you just can't say certain things. We've been called lazy, pimps, prostitutes, welfare queens. Black people been stereotyped all our lives, and nothing has happened. to these people. And the minute you say one thing about them, they will cancel you, destroy you. And I need them. I'm sick of us bowing down to them. They need to come to our community.
They're not gonna come to our community, April. You know why? As sad as it is to say,
They don't
but
need us.
black people, black people are destroying their own community.
Yeah.
That's why you're not gonna come to our community. Until we stop cutting each other off, they ain't gonna help us.
Do you know them rap artists? Do you know when they sign contracts? Do you know those record labels have life insurance policy on those rappers?
No, I ain't know that.
Yes, yes. They have life insurance policy on a lot of these artists. They make money off of them while they're living, and they make money off of them while they're dead when they die.
Wow.
Hey, Bronze Boat, how you doing?
What's up, Blanchard? Like you said, some of these rappers um are being told to change some of their lyrics in their songs. But they deal with this
So,
stuff. But they deal with some of the stuff that they talk about in their songs every day. Like you talk about all those cases that they have out there. That's that's ridiculous.
so suspending Kyrie Irving shows how pathetic this United States of divided country is. He made a reference to a documentary that he watched. He did not make the documentary, but
Correct.
because they have labeled the documentary as anti-Semitic, but I've been called niggers and welfare queens and everything. I've been labeled as that.
Hmm.
That's a double standard.
Now you get what I'm saying. It's a double standard situation.
Yeah, it's double standards. And as long as you've got money and the power, it's gonna always be a double standard. And those crooks with that money and the power, because they're evil,
Right.
then because you're not getting away with nothing. Well, I heard somebody told me Twitter was getting ready to start charging $20 a month. If Twitter start charging $20 a month, if I pay somebody $20 a month, I know I better damn sure be able to say what I want to say.
I'm not paying no $20 a month to express my opinion. Sorry. Some people may do it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
doing it.
not paying. I'm not paying. But
Why
you,
should I pay someone that's already rich money to express my opinion?
yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on all social media sites.
But I heard about it, April,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if it's true.
we don't have no constitutional rights here. We don't have no kind of rights. They want us to be robots.
So why is it that Elon Musk wants to charge people $20 a month?
Well, because he's paying billions of dollars for Twitter. Yeah. So there's no more freedom of speech. You can't say what you want to say anymore. We are robots. And if you don't have no money, you just gonna be asked out. You won't have a job. The people won't stick by you. And
Together we
that's
break.
just the way it is.
Together we break train. We need to come on this panel. Like I said
Yeah.
earlier, April, how is it called freedom of speech?
Well, there
If,
is no
if,
freedom
if,
of
if,
speech.
if we're gonna be punished for what we're saying.
Yeah.
Big Tim and God we trust said people need to wake up and stand up like people are in Brazil.
Well, we can't stand up here. These folks, they will cut you off. They will cut your food stamps off if they can help it. They will want you to be hungry if they can control you. Where America is going and where they've been ain't good.
Hell, we already been controlled. If we can't speak our mind,
Yeah. And so Kanye can't save me. But I don't know.
Kanye
I
Kanye can't
don't
save
know.
Kanye can't save you, but I guarantee you he can tell you how to make money. Am I right?
Hey, together. How you doing?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
I'm good. How are
Girl,
you?
It's a little chilly out here, and I'm cooking now, so I'm listening and I'm here, and I like
Yeah,
what you guys are discussing.
What's your thoughts on
yeah.
this,
I
Teresa?
just think it's a shame.
That's true, Big Tim. That's true. He said if President Trump did half the stuff that Biden was doing, they would have impeached him. But you know what? The thing that gets me is a lot of people don't know. People keep calling Donald Trump prejudiced, and I'm over it because there was a woman. She was a squatter in Donald Trump's building, and so she did a live video and she said, I'm tired of y'all calling Donald Trump prejudiced. She said, I'm a squatter in Donald Trump's building. And she said, when the maid came in, she told me to get out. And I said, no. She said, then they went and got the hotel security. I said, no. And then she said, they called the police. And so the police called Donald Trump. Donald Trump came to the tower and looked at her and told her, you can stay here as long as you want to. I don't care. And she said, I've been here 8 years. And she said, um, when do you want me to pay you back? He said, pay me whenever you can. She said, well, I can't pay you back. He said, oh, well. So she said that that's her permanent place of residence. Donald Trump makes sure that this lady get 3 meals a day, and he sends her fresh flowers once a week. And she said, and you want to call him prejudiced? And she said, I got tired of hearing it. So that's why I uploaded this video. It's a black woman.
Wow.
Well, Trump let R. Kelly stay at Trump Tower.
No, I
He
get
told him
that,
he
but I'm
all
saying this is a homeless woman that squatted in his building. If he was bad, like she said, he could have threw me out on the street.
man. Let me tell you something. All of the stuff that Joe Biden did, and and he had the nerve to tell those eager Negroes that they wasn't black if they didn't vote for him.
Well, I guess I'm not black then.
But check this out. He got rape allegations.
Yep.
He got all kind of allegations.
Wow.
Man, let me tell you something. When Donald Trump,
Hunter,
sorry,
Hunter is over there in China sleeping with 10-year-old girls. Yeah,
And so together we break things. What happened to the guy you spoke about? I forgot his name on one of your lives that was um, supposedly against black people and Latinos.
oh you, oh wait a minute, say it again. You mean the city hall people, the city
Yeah, did
council?
he get?
They're
Did they
still
ever?
Yeah, they're still
What?
protesting because Cedillo and De Leon still is trying not to leave. So what happened was they decided to do a special election. So now they're collecting signatures to get them out, period. So they have to
Okay,
go. So they put the petition up, and I'm telling you, they filled that list up in a matter of minutes. They were
okay,
These people are not playing with them anymore, because they said now they're trying to say um to save face. They're like, well, in California it's against the law to record somebody when they don't know. So now they want that person that recorded them secretly to be arrested. But that's not the problem. You still need to get the hell up out of here because there was a lot more on that tape than what they released to the public. It was a lot
okay.
of stuff, a lot. And people, they haven't heard everything that was on them tapes. And like they said, the people that actually got a chance to hear the tapes, they're like, they gotta go because there were so many projects that were set up for Black people and other nationalities. They just totally arm, strong arm those people and totally shut those programs down and gave it to all people that are Latino, even people that were illegal immigrants with no type of identification of who they are and where they came from. Let me see. I'm sick
Oh
and
wow.
tired of these socialist people saying everybody's racist if they don't agree with them. That word means a lot to me. They're making it people. They're making people numb to that word. Yep. And then he says, "Creepy Uncle Joe works for China. Creepy Joe is not in charge. It's the socialist people. He's just a puppet." Yeah, the guy that so-called won, he's been in jail for corruption in Brazil. And how does he win being the president? Something's not right there. And Tim, you are saying absolutely the 100% truth. You are 100% on point. It's like, and let me tell you another thing. This is something that I need Black people alone to understand. My dad my dad spoke 14 to 16 different languages. My dad studied the dictionary. You ask him any word in the dictionary and he can tell you the definition. And he was
Mm.
fluent in every language that he learned, okay? And he told me, don't ever take nobody else's word. Study for yourself because people can tell you anything. And I always ask him, well, Dad, why don't you listen to the news? Because he said they're telling their story, not the truth.
Yeah. So there are people still out there protesting.
Yeah, they're still protesting. They're still going up into the meetings, disrupting the meetings because they're tired of the bullshit.
Okay.
They're trying not to they're trying not to leave, but the people want them out because, like I said, everybody heard just a little bit of what those individuals said. It was so much more. They were making deals in that meeting with people that should not have had deals made. They were making
Wow.
deals and giving people money that should not have been given money. And they
Okay.
were talking, and it was a lot more that they said about Black people. They was calling us everything in the book. And they were saying
Wow.
we purposely locked out Black contractors. We purposely locked out these people. We purposely did it because they wanted everything to go to the Latino community. And now it's like they have to find people that's going to undo the shit that they did.
Wow. So what's going on? So what's going to happen to um, the people, the illegal immigrants that coming across the border?
You know
What's going to
what?
happen with them?
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to not. What it is the reason, and people don't understand is that the more illegal immigrants that come across the border, they are brainwashed into thinking that the Democratic Party is for them. So they are going to vote automatically Democrat. And as an
Wow.
illegal immigrant in the country, if they outnumber the American citizens that want to vote Republican, they're going to outnumber us. And so that's why Donald Trump was like, we need to, um, they said we need to have people, and that's what I was going to talk on. And a lot of Black people are like, "Oh no, they're trying to keep us from voting." That's the problem with Black people. We're going to stay stuck in the same stupid ass position that we have been in for years. Let me explain something.
Okay.
Years
Hey,
back,
Miss Kim.
a few years back, when there was like it was a what is a election for somebody here in California. I thought it was the presidency, but it wasn't. And so
Okay.
there was some kids. They weren't really kids. They were like teenagers, and it was a group of them. And they came to California around election time. So the person that they were visiting had a certain politician that they favored. So what
Mm.
happened was when the news was out there, they were like, "Did you vote?" They were like, "Yeah, we voted for such and such." They were like, "Oh, what city did you come from?" "Oh, we not from here. We from." They was from a whole nother state, and it was like 20 of them that voted in our election, which caused that person to be ahead of, the other individual. And they were like, "Wait a minute, you what?" They were like, "Yeah, we not from here." And they was laughing. They was like, my such and such wanted us to vote for them, and we did. And so that is why they're saying, "Hey, we need to have you be identified with appropriate identification so that you can vote for the politician." And it may be more people that will vote Republican, but if you got people that just come from anywhere that are illegal and they're given a ballot and they just start marking stuff and throw it in the ballot box and this person wins, and then let's say they start counting and say, "Well, who are all these people? We don't recognize these people." And they're like, "But all these people voted for this particular party, no matter what party it is. So these are illegal votes." That's why they want us to start using the identification system so that we know that it's a fair election, not to stop people. But by the time you turn 16, 17 years old as an American citizen, you should already have some sort of identification to say who you are. In case of an accident, they can identify who you are if you are unconscious or not. You know what I'm saying? Say you
Exactly.
in one of your friends' cars and somebody run the light and hit you, and you have an ID card to say, "I'm such and such." So they can say, "Hey, your son such and such was in an accident," or if he's being harassed by the police or something, it needs to happen, because I can remember I used to have an ID when I turned like 16, work program. You had to get an ID to say who you were. So I think it should be mandatory that everybody has an ID, not to invade on your privacy, but all kinds of shootings and everything is happening now. Some of these people are unknown who got shot because they don't have an ID. It needs to happen, and they need to have certain ones for the illegal immigrants, like a certain stamp on it that says this person is in this country illegally until we can decide what to do with them, and we can still identify and locate where they live and where they are in case they commit a crime. So I really feel like they need to be able to have a system in place for that. What is Tim saying? Hold on. And that makes me angry.
The illegals that's coming over here are the worst ones. Remember when Fidel Castro sent all of them people over here from Cuba? They was coming over in the boats. All of them people was criminals, and he sent the worst set of people over here.
Yeah, they're releasing.
She's right. I mean, she answered my question, because that was going to be my next question: is how is it that these illegal immigrants are able to vote, and they don't have any identification? So how can they vote be even counted? And together,
them illegals, they're letting them come over because, see, they getting ready to replace the black vote. They're going to get the illegal immigrants to vote Democratic. See.
But they don't have any identification. So why is it that they are allowed to vote?
They're going to find a way for them to be able to vote.
With no identification?
They're doing everything else. They coming over here without no identification. We don't know who them people really are.
Right. Exactly. That's true. Hi, L. Nixon. How you doing? The voice of reason.
Hey, L. Nixon.
Hi, L. Nixon. But
he does the good stuff. Hey, Miss C.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, there should be some type of system where people are able to be identified.
And Trump was talking about building that wall. Stop letting these people come over here. We don't We got enough people. We can't take no more people.
Right.
All these folks sleeping in tents.
Hey, look.
So I
Sorry.
not to be cutting you off. So I can go to another country and vote without any identification.
Hell no, you get your black ass kicked. I'm sorry. They'll throw your ass. They'll throw you out on your head. They'll grease up his bald head and slide his ass out. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. I hope I'm not being offensive.
You take your butt somewhere. You don't think you gonna be able to get in that country without an ID.
Right. Look, I'm about to mess with Miss April now. I can imagine Miss April going over there and voting, right? I'm gonna be you right now, Miss April. Please don't get mad at me because you know I love you with all my heart. She gonna be like, get your goddamn hands off of me. Y'all fuckers come over here and vote in our goddamn election. I'm gonna vote in yours.
I know that's right. But yeah, that was the question that and I thank you for providing the information. But that was the question I had for you. Because I knew we talked about it a while back. I was just wondering what happened with that situation.
Yeah, they should definitely. And you know what? What a lot of people don't know is a lot of private, because Biden stopped the wall building here in California. So a lot of people that are rich are getting together and they're like, the hell with him. We're going to keep building that wall. We're going to pay for it. And and it's a lot of private property. So some of the people that have private property is like, yeah, go ahead. Because when they go on vacation and they leave and they come back, those people get in them homes and they tear them houses up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow.
They sure do.
They tear
and
them
some
houses
of them move in. They move in. They take over their home.
Look, I have a friend right now, and I'm not going to say her name, but she owns some property in Los Angeles. And so it's a front house and a back house. And so she had moved out of the front house and they were doing some work on the back house. And I guess it was like during, a holiday or that everybody took a break. And so she came back and a family moved into the back house with no permission, had the locks changed, had electricity put on, had the gas turned on, and they just been living there. It is so hard in California to get a squatter out. And I said, what can you do? They won't do anything about it. And she was like, I have to do it legally. She's a lawyer, my sister. And she has to do it legally. She's been doing all the paperwork. And these people are just making babies left and right. And they're like feeling sorry for them because, they still dealing with the corona stuff. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get her channel struck. And so they're like, they still not allowing landlords to really put people out. And I started laughing. Since some of your homies, some of your gangbanging homies over there, I said, I bet they asked to be out by morning. She started rolling. She said, that's a good idea, but I want to do it the right way. And I understand that. Yeah, people just come over here and they squat and they do all kinds of stuff. And California, literally, California is a total mess. It's a total mess, and, I used to work with transportation, and one night I was working the overnight shift. And so there were two girls. We both had the same name. And so, I was sitting in the back room because I didn't want to be out where everybody else was. And all of a sudden, I'm listening to conversation, and this guy out of nowhere, he was talking about, oh yeah, I got dual citizenship. And I'm like, what the heck is that? He was like, I can go from Mexico to California anytime I want. I got dual citizenship. And he said, one day I was drinking, and he said, I got drunk and I hit this nigger fool real hard and he flew up in the air. I don't know if he died, but I kept going and I kept going straight to Mexico, and I stayed and they couldn't figure out who I was or who did it. And I said, what's the phone number? Because I'm about to turn your ass in. I'm about to turn you in.
So you actually see these people out protesting there?
they do crimes like border states. They can do something to you. Like one guy, he got hit by a car. The guy was drunk driving. He got hit by a car, and the person that hit him, um, he just kept going. And at that time where I lived at, the 15 freeway can take you into Las Vegas, or you could take I forget what freeway, the 10, it's another freeway, the 5 freeway, and it'll take you straight into Tijuana, into Mexico. And he took that freeway and he kept going, and everybody, he thought that the coast was clear. He came back and they arrested him. They had to wait to him to come back. That's why I say when they say they want to be here in America, they should not be able to leave easy. They should have to get a passport like us, so that we can identify when you're leaving, why you're leaving. If you've committed a crime and you get to the border, you get arrested. They shouldn't be getting away with these crimes the way they're doing.
Yeah.
It's free for all out here, and especially the border states. That's why people are sending them to other parts, because they're trying to show them not to be nasty. Look, we keep telling y'all we're going through hell. We need you to see what's going on. We need you to pay attention to the stuff that's happening in these border states. Why we are so perplexed. Next thing you know, somebody hit your car, tear up your car. My friend bought a brand new car, and praise God, she took her baby out the car and she got her purse and grabbed her bag, and she went in to tell her husband, "Hey babe, come get the groceries." He putting on his shoes, and they hear a loud crash, bam, bang. The boy hit her car so hard, it pushed it up sideways against the gate. His license plate got stuck and embedded into the side of her car door. And the mother was trying to act like she didn't know. So she was like, well, we're going to take her house from her. She finally gave up her son. So these are the things that we deal with on these border states. If they don't own property, they don't care. They could just hurt you, leave, and then come back when they think the coast is clear. A lot of cases unsolved out here on these border states are people that's coming across from the border, hurting American citizens or their own people, and running right back across that border.
So that's why so many people were mad at the Vice President Kamala Harris things she did before she became Vice President.
Yeah, they were mad at her, and not only that, out here in California, she was known to lock up. Like, she has a hatred. And I'm saying this allegedly, but you get what I'm saying when I'm saying allegedly. She has a hatred for Black males. She locked this one boy up when there was evidence to prove that he was not even at the scene of the crime. And she let him stay, even though they told her he's innocent. She locked that boy up anyway. He got out, and they had to pay him millions upon millions for locking him up wrong. And then you guys turned around and you want her to be your vice president when she has put nothing but Black men behind bars.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's all she did. She don't like Black people. She don't
I heard that I heard that she locked up a lot of Black men.
Oh yeah, innocent.
They had no involvement.
Innocent.
And then she wouldn't allow them to come back in her courtroom.
Right.
To fight their cases. They had to go to a whole nother court to fight their cases. She let innocent people die. She let them go be electrocuted.
Yep.
I'm so sick of these folks that ain't 100% Black, partial Black, and they want to talk about they Black. They did that same mess with Barack Obama.
Yep.
And they did the same thing with Kamala.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard she locked up people that had no involvement in different crimes.
Look, this, like last week, there was a guy that was in prison for 40-something years out here in California. he finally got free when there was so much evidence to prove that he was not the person that did the harm. He did not commit the crime. The person that actually did it passed away in jail years ago, and his DNA was right there, smack in front of their face. And this man, 40 something years, his mother died, didn't even get a chance to see him get free. And this man did nothing. He kept telling everybody, I'm innocent. And they just ignored him until these new people got in office and started looking. And Gascon was like, he should have been out of jail. This man, the evidence that they had sitting there in front of their faces all that time, it was not his DNA. So you waited an additional amounts from the 80s, I think. You waited all that time to let this man out? Oh my Jesus.
That's something. That makes me wonder, like, with what you're saying, that makes me wonder, like, what really went on in the with the record label of Death Row Records. Because Suge Knight gives a lot of stuff to people that we still don't even know about.
You know what? Death Row Records, Suge Knight did a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that we don't know about, and I care not to know about. Yeah. And so because there's a lot of stuff that happened, you know, he was actually caught committing a crime. Now, had he not got caught on video committing that last crime where he ended up taking the life of this young man, then he wouldn't be in prison. But you know what? When you do people dirty, your karma comes back to you sevenfold.
That's true. That's very true. I agree with you on that.
Yep.
Wow. But man, you answered a lot of questions that I had, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just a matter. Like me, I be trying to educate people and tell them stop believing everything that you see on TV. Stop listening to everything, because let me tell you something. And I don't mean to bring it up again, but I want y'all to do it for yourself. Pull up a picture of Paul Pelosi's door when it allegedly was broken into. And I want you to see, if somebody breaks into your house and smash your big window, all the glass should be on the inside of your house, on the ground. If you look at that picture really clearly, all the glass is on the outside of the house. So that tells me that that glass was broken while that person was on the inside of that house. So go get a glass window and go smash it, one that you don't need. Smash it from the outside and watch the glass fall on the inside, not on the outside. Now go on the other side and hit it on the opposite side, and you'll see that all the glass will be on the opposite side instead of on the inside. You get what I'm saying? So like your window, your window that you have wherever your window is. If somebody hit that window and break it, all that glass is going to come flying towards you. Correct? If they're on the outside of your house.
If somebody walk past my window right now, and all the glass is going to come towards me. Yeah, you're right.
So why is it that picture shows all the glass on the outside of the ground? Think about it. Look at that picture. Think about it. Why? And now they're trying to show us a video where allegedly this man is scaling the window, the wall, the property. I'm like, there's more to this story. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And I'm not trying to say anything because I wasn't there. But this story does not make sense. I believe this is just something, a ploy for people to feel sorry for the Pelosi's and say, you know what, I'm going to vote for them because they're going through a hard time. Why did it happen now?
Right, because as you mentioned, the person broke into the house.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Like I said, how did he break into the house? If he was to hit that glass with something, all the glass should have shattered on the inside, on the carpet, on the floor, on the inside of the frame, not on the outside where you're standing, because that means what somebody hit the glass while he was standing outside. It don't make sense. If you look at the picture, you'll be like, wait a minute, how the glass on the outside? If I break a glass, the glass is going to fall on the inside. Why is it outside? It doesn't make sense.
So I get to a point, like, why would the glass be on the outside?
Yes. That's just my question. And now they're trying to show some grainy, weird looking picture talking about, oh, here's some surveillance of him trying to break in. You guys, I don't want to hear that. Yeah. And why don't we hear anything else going on? Because when you take a 911 call, and I listen to an operator, when you take a 911 call, they'll say, 911, what's your emergency? And everything that you and that person says should be, on the audio. When you listen to it back, you don't hear him saying nothing except for a couple of things. Second of all, if a person is intending on breaking in my house and causing harm to my spouse, they're not going to allow me to go to the bathroom and use the bathroom. They're going to make me sit there. If I have to pee and do a number 2 on myself, they're going to make me do it in their presence. They're not going to let me go anywhere with the possibility that I could escape. It doesn't make sense to me. There's a cover up. I don't know what it is. I'm just one person. I don't know what the cover up is, but they're going to play it to the best of their ability so that we will not find out. Even Elon Musk made a comment and said, this doesn't sound right to me. This sounds like a bunch of bull crap, and they made him pull it down. Why would you make me pull it down? Were you going to sue me or something?
I definitely agree with there's some type of cover up, like you said.
Pelosi situation. If you're familiar with it, I was telling him about looking at the picture. They say you got to do a deep dive when somebody brings something to you. You got to deeply dive in and pay attention. And I was explaining, Big Tim, that looking at the picture that they showed of Paul Pelosi's home when the glass was broken, and I was saying that if someone was to break your window in your home, the glass should all fall inside your home on the ground. But Paul Pelosi's glass is all on the outside. So that means that somebody from the inside hit that glass and it went on the outside instead of on the inside. If you get what I'm saying.
Well, I get what you're saying.
No, I was talking to Big Tim. I know you got me, but
okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be no conspiracy theorist. Right, alleged home invasion. Exactly, alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged, y'all. So don't be messing with Miss April. This is all allegedly. Yeah, it just don't sound right. And I listened to an officer that said that allegedly both men were in their underwear when the police came. I was like, what? Say what? Who?
Wow.
What? Wait a minute. This is something new.
But I heard something on CNN that supposed allegedly, because I'm not sure, that the neighbor saw everything that happened.
I have no idea.
I don't know either, so I don't want to put that out there. I don't know, but like it's so much stuff that happens nowadays.
Videotape.
Put that up, Miss April.
Nobody no more. These people they can do anything they want to.
Put my comment up, Miss April.
Huh?
Put my comment up. Leave it up.
Oh yeah, everything we say is alleged.
Leave it up.
Yeah,
Leave it up, Miss April. Leave it
yeah,
up.
you saying the leg.
Yeah,
Well,
just
one
leave it
thing
up.
we know ain't a leg. They
Huh?
suspended Kyrie Irving ass, and that ain't a leg. That's
Oh,
a
they
fact.
did? They
Yeah,
suspended
they
him?
suspended him for 5
Yeah,
games, girl.
he got suspended for 5 games.
For what?
Body, cause he didn't apologize for tweeting about a documentary. I mean, like Jesus Christ, the man can't say what is it from Hebrews to Negroes, a
Yeah,
documentary. They
Because he said
suspended
that?
him.
that's the name of it, but I haven't seen it.
I can't stand that shit. Watch
Wait,
it.
Big Tim stupid. Oh my God. Big Tim said, I think it's
Yeah,
something
but
gay.
together over there rolling, boy.
Yeah, he said, I think it's something a little gay. Just saying. I'm not saying they're gay, but that just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah,
And together,
you
he
would be
donated.
surprised at
He
all
he
the stuff.
donated. He donated a $500,000 to the ADL community,
To the who?
the ADL Anti Defamation League.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
those
they
are those
still
those
suspended him,
are
girl.
I'm sorry, those are Jewish people.
Yeah, you know what? These
Oh,
folks.
Lord. Say the J people, but I don't want them taking the channel.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord have
Oh
mercy.
Lord,
Lord, have mercy. Father God, now y'all know we coming in the good place. And
That's why
we
we
know
got
that people run the world. And
April.
Lord, Father God, we cannot say nothing about them people.
Yeah,
They will
April.
take they will take our underwear from us. They'll have us homeless,
hold on, I got
Yeah,
food,
that's what I was gonna say.
clothing.
Do you have a do you have a disclaimer? Because I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
it just says right here, everything we say is alleged. That's a disclaimer for everything.
Everything is alleged. But we can't talk about them people.
They talk
Uh,
about us.
They talk
well,
about us.
that's what I say. I want to know why Brett Favre ain't been arrested.
Ain't that the
I
one that
want
stole
to
that
know.
money?
I want to know why they not talking about Brett Favre.
Ain't that
Because
the
you
one?
white.
Ain't that the one that
Because
stole
you
all
white.
that money?
Yeah, from Mississippi, one of the poorest states in the country.
They need to
Stole
rally
Because
from the
together. Then
welfare.
they need to
because
rally
you
together.
because you white, April. That's why he's ever been arrested. If he was a black person, he would have been arrested already.
So, how much is this documentary? So, I guess I'm gonna watch this documentary if it don't cost too much.
I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna watch it too. I might even buy it.
So when y'all watch it, please let me know what y'all think about it. I haven't
You know
watched it.
what, Miss April,
If I,
you might have to find a way for us to do a private screening if I buy it and we can sit there and like a group of us can just watch it.
oh yeah, that
Oh,
would
okay.
be something.
Yeah,
Girl,
because
they might report us. I don't trust nobody on these YouTube streets. Honey, they'll
if we
report
go
us.
on what is it called? I don't know. Not
We
on
could
YouTube.
have to do a Zoom or something.
Yeah,
But that would be nice for us to watch the documentary and talk about it.
or on what's the name of that other one?
But I don't.
Discord. We
I
might be able to
guess.
watch it on Discord.
I guess me. I just don't get caught up in all of that stuff because ain't nothing getting ready to change. We not getting ready to stick together.
I
Ain't
don't think
nobody
so, Miss
backing
April.
him,
I
huh?
think I think there's a new generation rising up because they're tired, and you hear a lot of younger people saying, you know, I'm tired. You know, a lot of the older generation like 80 and on, they was afraid, but they said we're not afraid. We're tired of the bull crap, you know. They're
Yeah.
tired of it. So it's just getting to be too much. But when you bring other people from other countries in that don't understand, you know, the struggle, and like I keep telling people, just because them Negroes is our skin folk, they ain't our kinfolk. They come over here, oh, I'm your sister, oh, I'm your brother, like, you know, and I'm not trying to poo-poo on nobody like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and all of them people that have dark complexions or whatever it is. They want to be black, but then when everything settles down, oh, I'm Dominican. Oh, I'm from the islands. So now that
Girl, we ain't did no ancestry DNA.
no,
I
I'm
ain't
talking about
related
this.
to
No,
nobody.
I'm talking about the skin, our color of our
No, I
skin.
know. I'm saying that as a joke.
Right. They want to sit up here and say we family and all this, but once they get to that status where they're doing good, then they just take their thumb, blow up that middle screw you finger and give it to us all. And we got to stop accepting everybody and welcoming everybody, because they're not coming in to love on us. They're coming in to use us. They're coming in to take from us, and we're so stupid, you know. And like I told these young black boys, I said, you running out here making babies with all these different races of women, and I said, and you got half the Latino community hate black folk. You know, how that kid gonna have a balanced household unless everybody can get along? They need to know
Yeah.
both sides of or they need to know the Latino side, they need to know the black side, and whatever side you got, it don't need to be no hatred. It needs to be, you know what, that's who my child love, let it go. Because at
Right.
the end of the day, if every one of us get cut, we all gonna bleed red blood until it hit the air.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's
Like
ridiculous.
we gotta stop letting these people um come over here and just take all the resources away from us.
Yeah. But everybody tell me, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my buddy. Oh, we good, we cool, we this, we that. But let me tell you, one day I forget what restaurant I was in, but it was like a fast food joint, and I was in Los Angeles, and
Okay.
there was some young Latino kids, and they was like, yeah, nigga, and this nigga, and that nigga. And I
Oh
turned around,
wow.
and my friend said, leave it alone. I said, hold on. And I walked up to them. They was like, what? I said, don't use that word. You don't have a right to use that word. I said, I don't care what you think you doing. I said, but that
Hmm.
word came with people being lynched, killed, and everything else behind it. I said, you need to find a different word. I said, what if I sat there and said, yeah, wet bag? What's up, wet bag? I said, would you like that? No. I said, then don't use it.
Yeah.
They didn't say nothing else. I said, now try it again.
Could they get mad at you?
No, they heard, and I was mad at the black people that were just sitting there letting them do. I said, y'all are ignorant. You gonna sit here and let them say that?
Yeah.
You gonna sit here and not say nothing and educate these kids? You're not gonna
That's good.
educate them where that word came from? You gonna sit here and be comfortable with them saying it? No,
That
not I.
that that's good that you did say something.
Yeah, and they were like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you should never use that word again. I said, when you get home, I said, I said, matter of fact, pull up on your phone lynching. And the little boy looked at me, what's that? I said, pull it up, black man being lynched. And he pulled it up and he looked, he said, ugh. I said, that's what they called them once they killed them, nigga. He was like, oh my God. I said, yeah, be careful what words you use.
Yeah.
So if you don't
And some,
educate them, they won't know. They think it's
yeah.
okay because you say it in the music. Then you got Kyrie B saying it, and you got all these different races of people saying it.
Wow.
And it's okay.
And don't
No, it's not okay.
and it's like they saying it, but they don't even actually understand the real meaning of it.
They don't understand it. It just sounds good with the rhyme that they use, and they don't get it. But you got to let them know. A lot of these kids today, honest to God, don't know nothing about slavery and nothing about lynching. They don't know nothing about Jim Crow. They don't know none of that about people being auctioned. That's why I don't celebrate New Year's. I keep telling people New Year's is not a day to celebrate, because way back when, I forget the year, when when America was celebrating New Year's, slaves were being auctioned off that very night. So why would you celebrate something where slaves were being auctioned on that day?
Wow.
Look it up for yourself. Slaves were being auctioned off on New Year's Day.
And they still wasn't free.
Huh?
And they still wasn't free.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying people don't know. They tell me, we going on a picnic. Do you know what picnic mean? That means that they pick off a black person with the N word. That's where picnic came from, picking off a nigga, like shooting them, killing them. I'm telling you, my dad made me read. He made me study. He made me get in them books. When I got in trouble, it was books upon books upon books. I was a frequent visitor at the library. They knew me so well, I didn't even need a library card.
Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people better start educating.
You just enlightened me on some history.
See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know this stuff. We got to get back into, like, everybody want to look at the TikToks and be up. We need to start using these platforms to educate these youngsters. When they come to our platform, they should be able to come and find out what happened in 1869. You know, not every single day. They should be able to get at least a math equation out of us. They should be able to get an English. They should be able to get literature out of us. They should be able to get some of that instead of, that's why I appreciate Miss April Page, because she ain't chasing every star. Oh, this star doing that. Oh, that star doing this. Oh, this person doing that. Okay.
Right.
She's giving facts. This man got suspended for his freedom of speech. What's going on?
Like we say, we should be able to have panels where young people come in and they can get information about what happened in 1869 or what took place in the 1900s.
And
but like you said, this man gets
they
suspended.
could look at 2022 and see what's going on. They no different.
True.
Right.
True.
But like you said, this man gets suspended for 5 games.
That's crazy. I would have never thought nothing like that would have ever. And if Donald Trump was in office, he would have never said nothing. When he was in office, people was calling him all kinds of names, saying all kinds of like derogatory stuff. He never said, "Hey, YouTube, strike him, put community guidelines on him." It didn't come until this presidency came along when they started striking everything. He didn't care. They talked about him so bad. They were saying some of everything. But if you try to educate the people, they strike you, like Miss April said. If you try to educate somebody, they're going to strike you. But if you talk about, let me shoot them up. Let me show you my cootie cat. Let me show you this. Let me do that. That's not a problem.
So do you all feel like after he served this 5-game suspension, will he get any more punishment?
You know what? If I was him, I would find the most radical. I'm not talking about crazy. I'm talking about a lawyer that is so pro-America, that knows the ins and outs so tough that they couldn't dispute. And I will go after them and I will sue the shit out of them. Excuse my language, Miss April, because that right there, what they call that I forgot what they call it, wrongful termination. It would be something in that guideline. That's what I would do. If I was super duper, like really educated in that, I would have taken his case on just to prove a point. and I would have went after them, and I would have threw that Constitution up there, and I would have said everything that y'all did, y'all violated him, and because you violated him, he wants $1 million for every violation, and if you fire him, we want to sue you up to $1 billion for retaliatory firing, wrongful termination because you were mad, you were picking on him. I'm telling you, these people are so scared. Why are we afraid? The only person that we should be afraid of is the one that can snatch our soul from us. You know, they take things that we need, but guess what? God could push a button and say, give it back. God can convict them. He can convict them so tough they'll be trying to figure out why I can't get no peace. And every time I can't get no peace, I see this person. Ever since I did that to this person, I can't get no peace. Let me see what happens when I give them back what I took from them. And then I got peace. And then I take it away, be like, okay, I'm not fooling with this individual. I didn't have no peace. They don't know how powerful God is. We giving the world more power than God.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if you're a sports person, but the commissioner of the NBA made a statement earlier today that he's disappointed at Kyrie Irving, even though he's making an apology and made a donation, and we're still going to suspend this man for 5 games.
They don't care about no donation. They don't care. Let me say this.
That's the same thing Nick Cannon has did. We said giving them money, buying our way back into their good grace.
Right, and they still don't give a shit about you. Let me say this to you guys. Kanye West made that statement. Hold on, so let me find it real quick. Give me one second. I need for you guys to hear what he said, okay? And I need you guys to what did he say about
You all right?
Yeah, it's just that I have asthma. I deal with it.
Oh, okay.
Girl, and my allergies. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if they took it off. Let me see if I could find it. That what he said. Okay. Listen. I hope they show the entire tweet, and they probably won't. Let me see. Okay, they're not showing the entire thing because people are opening their eyes now, okay? Kanye West's actual words were to the effect, I'm tired. And these Jewish people did something to him. I don't know what it was. And he said, I would go DEFCON 3 on these Jews, but I cannot. They didn't put that part of, I cannot because I'm one of them.
Wow.
We know that. We know that. We know they messed them up.
They left all that out. He said, I am one of them. That's why I can't do it.
Well, that's just it. Yeah. But my thing of it is I am getting really sick of this right now. That you can't say anything about them. Like, why are these people so fucking protected?
You know what? It's a Jewish guy that I looked at, and I'm so mad because I have to search my history again. And he was telling everybody about how they operate. Roseanne Barr is Jewish, and she talks trash about the Jewish people all the time too. And she said Kanye West didn't say nothing except the same stuff that I said. And so he went on to say that in the Jewish community, they have what they call a mass email. And so when you do something, one person contacts everybody and tell everybody to go after this particular person or this particular company. He said, and sometimes it's in the 20, 30, and 40 thousands of emails, with threats of whatever it is. And the companies will get scared and they will tell the people, we're going to cancel you, we're going to do this to you, we're going to do that to you, you're suspended, this, that, and the other. And I'm looking while I'm talking to you, I'm trying to see if I could find it. And that way you can look
Hey,
at
Dan 37.
Hi.
Yeah, we thank y'all for hanging in here. I want to make this. We love all people.
I sure do.
We love all people of all races, and all lives matter. I do want to make that clear.
I'm trying to learn as much information as I can.
Yeah, for real. All lives do matter.
But,
Every life.
But we can call out racism, prejudice, discrimination when we see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't hold nobody responsible for what happened back in the 1800s. Them same folks not living.
Well, I kind of hold some of them accountable because their new generation that's growing up still have the same ignorant ideology that has carried on. And so that's the only part that I disagree with. The ignorant ideology that you have continued.
Girl, it's a whole new generation of people that's hating us, and they ain't white.
But I'm talking about the ones that still that grew up in that family circle of those people that literally lived that life where they were actually causing harm to Black people. They still hold that same kind of retardism for with respect, I'm saying.
Yeah. I just want to see what's gonna happen to him after he sold the 5-game suspension, because he still haven't met with the commissioner of the NBA yet.
He shouldn't have to meet with anybody. What he do in his personal time, he is just a player for that basketball team. He is supposed to try to win as many championships and help them fill up them stadiums. What that man does in his personal life is none of their business. True. On what documentary that he wants to tell people to watch. Right. I don't blame him. Right. I wouldn't apologize neither. It's a lot of old movies I like. The King of New York. I like Imitation of Life. Deep Cover.
Yeah.
I like scary movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
role is out here.
Yeah. Do you all know why he even made the statement from the beginning?
Yeah, I do.
Why? Who made the statement?
Kyrie Irving.
I like to know.
I don't know why. Why? Because Kanye. Did he get on the bandwagon with Kanye, or he just?
Honestly, April went together. I don't know. I don't know if the reporter asked him. I'm not sure. And I watched a lot of sports, but apparently I missed that part.
So was he trying to piggyback off what Kanye was saying? Because he can't do everything Kanye do.
I mean, like he said in the interview, he didn't write the documentary, and he didn't mean to harm anybody. He told people to go watch it themselves.
And you have a right to tell somebody to go watch something. Shoot, what's wrong with people?
Yeah.
What is wrong? What is wrong?
But together, I don't know if you know, there's an NBA owner that put this same movie that Kyrie Irving is talking about on his social media page.
You know what? B Sparrow told us to go watch that too.
She sure did last week.
She told us to go. Matter of fact, yep, she sure did. She told us go watch from Hebrews to Negroes. She sure
Well,
did. She sure did.
Wow.
She sure did say go watch that.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else. Well, you know what?
And it's me. If I go watch this documentary, does that mean that they get ready to give me all of my rights that I'm due? All
No.
of my 40 acres and a mule?
Nope.
I
No.
mean, I'm just asking.
We answering.
No.
I
You
love
know,
me some Miss April, boy. She be on it.
No.
yeah,
No,
I
Miss
mean, I'm
April.
just asking because, see, watching movies like that makes me mad. I got mad watching Root.
I got mad watching Mississippi Burning.
Oh yeah, I did
You
too.
know, so what I'm saying is, I go watch this documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, does that mean say all of us go watch this documentary?
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna still love each other any better?
I'm out.
It's just education, I think.
It's education about our history, but that doesn't mean we have to stop loving each other. That doesn't mean that I don't have. That doesn't mean that if Together come back on here tomorrow and say, "Oh, DJ Chuck, what you think about the documentary?"
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
give. I'm gonna give her my opinion. Now, I may not be right about it, but that don't mean I'm going to dislike her. That don't make any sense.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying that, but I'm just
No,
trying
no,
to say what good is gonna come out of me watching this type of documentary? Cause
yeah.
see, me, I'm gonna be mad.
Hey, Miss April, I just pulled up something. It says Tyler Perry notes Black and Jewish people's common pains after Kanye West comments. That's crazy.
What
Wow.
happened now?
They said Tyler Perry notes. I guess he said something about Black and Jewish people's common. They have common pain, and
What
somebody
common
wrote,
pain do we have?
I don't know.
And they own everything.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Somebody
I don't,
wrote they
you know,
must.
I just, uh, what pain do they have? And we've been enslaved over 400 years. We built this country,
Yep.
and yet it's so few of us that are rich. Everybody has received money from the government, but black people. We
Yep.
don't have no common pain.
That's crazy.
There is
Hello,
no
Big
common
BY
pain.
opinion.
Who is it?
Hey, Big Guy, how you doing?
I don't see the
You
person.
know, I'm
Oh, what's
tired
up,
of,
big opinion? What's up?
yeah, Yeah, how y'all, I'm tired of people talking about what we got in common with them. I don't have nothing in common with nobody, and I don't have my 40 acres and a mule.
Man, she ain't gonna let that 40 acres and a mule go, boy. What Shirley
We built
Caesar
this
say?
country.
Yeah.
We built
what you
this
gonna do?
country. So, what kind of pain do we have in common?
Not only that, there are still slave bones that are embedded and built upon in the White House where slaves fell sick. They just put bricks on top of them and buried them in the White House. A
Wow.
known fact. A known fact.
Well, that's why there's
Look,
hurricanes.
look.
That's why New York, Miami, New Orleans, people jumping. They say they'd rather jump overboard than to come to the United States of America and be slaves.
Let me tell you something. When I was little, and I'm not trying to, I know this is not a religious channel, but when I was little and I used to go up towards the White House at night, that is the most eerie. And I told my cousin, I said, cousin, let me tell you something. Go up there at night and see and tell me what you feel when you go up there. I didn't tell her what I felt. And when she came back here to California, she was like, cousin, it was the most eerie feeling. I'm like, what do you mean eerie? She said it felt like multiple presence of like just a bunch of presence of it was just so overwhelming. And I said, yep, yep, yep. I said that's what they did. And my mom, she was telling me about when she was little, she used to walk. I got to get the information from her. But in Washington, D.C., they have a place where they used to auction off slaves. And she told me, but I didn't write it down, but I'm gonna have to talk to her again so I can get that information. But that place is so eerie. And when I say demonic activity, a lot of people are unaware because they just don't know. But it's so much demonic activity in Washington, D.C. So much. It's like a darkness. And in my spirit, when family, like, you gonna come back and visit? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Well,
I
check
can't.
this out. What, I mean, the president was sleeping with the black women and having kids by him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't been to DC since I graduated from high school. That was back in '92.
I can't stand that place. I don't like that place. I don't like the feel. When I think of it, it just makes me nauseated. It's just so
Okay.
eerie. It's eerie. I can't explain it, but it just,
It's
whew,
a it's not a good feeling, right?
it's not. It feels like if you're sitting in the car by yourself and then a whole bunch
Mm-hmm.
of people just come jump in the car and just squish you. That's what it feels like. But when you look, ain't nobody there.
Wow.
It's eerie. It's so eerie. I'm like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
It it's so many spirits in that White House over the years.
And plus those slaves that were, passing away as they were building it, and they were just putting bricks and slapping stuff on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Them souls ain't rested.
Wow.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
I could be wrong together in April, but I just feel like after Kyrie Irving um do these game suspension that um they're gonna slap him with something else.
You think they're gonna
No, I
fire him?
think no. I'm gonna think positive here.
Huh?
I'm gonna think come tomorrow we gonna wake up and they gonna be the reinstated in.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm gonna be positive with you.
I don't think that whole. I mean, like y'all think y'all gonna keep slapping us in the face, but of
Yeah,
course, because like I say, we not gonna stick together. We not going to.
I hope
Ain't
so.
nobody getting ready to boycott the NBA. You know.
I
Uh,
Don't
I want to see.
underestimate, folks.
I
Don't
want to see what else. I want to see what else they're gonna say about the situation tonight.
no, hold on. Let me see if they got any new updates.
You know what? They're gonna push a button on the wrong at the wrong moment, and people are
Hmm.
gonna start standing up.
Yeah.
Well, you got Shaq and Charles Barkley. They said he should have been suspended.
Honey, I don't. Shaq is. You know what? Like you say, everything is allegedly. I think Shaq is only trying to keep them coins in his pocket. You don't know what his private conversations are.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think he understands what he's saying sometimes.
You know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you, Chuck. I'm done with you. You a whole fool. Man, I'm
I
glad I didn't
knew.
know
I
this because
knew.
I
I
got
knew you
kicked
was.
out.
I knew you was on live. That's why I said it.
You a mess. While she looking up that update, I was looking at something about Gabrielle Union and
Dwayne Wade.
yeah, I was looking up something like a lot of people. Like, first of all, I don't know who the girl was
Scholarship and common
that.
sense is what I rely on inside and outside the courtroom. Fair and impartial decisions must be
Oh,
made.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought
Hold
she was
on.
listening. um,
Okay.
I don't understand as a woman. Let me say this. This is just me as a woman. If I was the woman that had a baby by Dwayne Wade in between him getting back with Gabrielle Union, and she
Mhm.
called my baby a break baby, I would
Wow.
tell her, if you say that shit one more time, bitch, I'm gonna sue you. And if she go on and say it again, I
Hmm.
will sue her and I would ask to get in the boxing match with her. And when I get in, I will tear her damn weave off. I will beat the brakes out of her because
Well,
one,
you know, poor thing.
what?
Look at her.
Who?
She can't even carry babies, so that's why she make it. She had to have a surrogate.
Right, but I'm saying there's no way she should be allowed to get away with calling nobody's child out of their name a break baby and
Yeah.
being vicious while she's saying it. Me, I would have went after her legally, and I would
Oh,
have,
honey, Dwayne Wade paying. He paying.
well, keep on paying because I'm gonna keep going after her. You gonna get
He
tired of her
paying.
running that mouth.
Well,
I lost
Uh-huh.
respect. I lost respect for her way before Dwayne Wade when she had that interview with Oprah Winfrey, when she said that there were a number of black women that were going up for parts, and so what she would do is she would sit with them and she would befriend them, and then she would find out their weakness, and then she would use it against them to get the parts that she was able to get in movies. And I was like, that's a cold bitch.
wow.
She openly admitted, and Oprah Winfrey looked at her like, so you, wait a minute, say that again. And then she said it again. And Oprah Winfrey just like looked at her like, you a cold piece of work.
But wasn't Dwayne Wade mother like a pastor or something?
I have no idea. I didn't
Dwayne
follow.
Wade's mother is now a pastor. His mother was a former drug addict, crack addict.
Wow.
She got her life together.
And that's all
Okay.
that
There was,
matters.
yeah. But again, Again, if it wouldn't have been the Savoy's family, he would have been homeless and never went to college or nothing.
Whose
They
family?
gave they gave that man a home.
Whose family did that?
His first wife.
The one he fighting with about Zion?
Yes.
You know what I tell people? I said, you know what? I want you, everybody, even with everybody that's listening, to people, you are only as good to them as the last thing that you have done for them.
Yeah,
After that,
yeah,
they don't give a shit about you.
yeah.
They
He
You're
really,
right.
wasn't nothing. Dwayne Wade was poor, broke, homeless.
and he forgot. He forgot.
But
Put
let
that
me tell
everything,
you,
put that allegedly thing back up.
no, these are facts.
Oh, okay.
That ain't no alleged. That ain't no alleged. He lived with them
And he treating them
from
bad.
high school. From high school.
But
They
that's
were
how a
like
lot
high
of guys do. That's how a lot of people do. They'll use you as a stepping stone, and once they get what they want to get, they will give you that blow up
school.
that thumb and pop
Yeah,
that
that's
middle
what
finger.
they do. He went to Hollywood. He
Mm.
went to Hollywood and was like, oh, yeah, that's just what he
Wow.
did. But Dwayne Wade, let me tell you something. He think them kids, you ain't gonna keep talking about no kids, mama, neither.
Right.
How many kids did it all together?
I don't know.
He had two by the first wife, an outside child, well, then another woman, and then Gabrielle Jr. And she made sure she married him after he cheated on her ass.
He has 4 kids.
I always
And
thought he was kind. I always thought Gabrielle Union was kind of weird.
He
how
got
did
somebody.
life come from that Eve movie? Some movies he did. He
Oh,
looked
deliver
like
us from Eva.
Yeah,
yeah,
with Elia Kuzak.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
So he has an 18-year-old named Zaire, and Zaya is 12. And I guess the baby that I don't know how old the baby he made. Um, I guess one name is Xavier. I guess I don't know.
yeah.
yeah.
I never
But
knew.
and that
I never
woman
knew
getting
his.
her money.
I
Yeah,
never knew his kid's name.
yeah. But yeah, that woman getting her money too. And that's why that wife know he being pimped. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he pimping his kids out to keep up with his lifestyle.
Yep,
That
that's why
woman
he
ain't
doing it.
lying.
That's why he doing
That
it.
woman ain't lying.
But
She
look,
ain't lying.
there's a video going around on YouTube, and there it's a little white girl, and so she went up to the legislature, and she looked like a little boy in a dress, and so she turned. I forget what age she turned. And when she was up there, the people that were sitting in there were like pretty much in tears. And she said, you know, the desire for me to turn into a little boy was never my dream. It was my mother's dream for me to be a little boy because she was being socially accepted. And she said, and I'm asking you guys to please stop allowing these parents to use us children as a ticket to be socially accepted and socially and financially fed. And she said, now, I sat down and I told my mom, I don't want to be a boy. My mother got mad at me. And she said, I don't have a uterus anymore because my mother had my uterus taken out. She said, I'm never going to have breasts to have children. And she said, I never wanted this. This was something that my mother continued to feed into my head. And she said, you guys, I'm begging you guys, you have to stop these people from making these life-changing situations and alterations to us. And we won't even have a quality of life because of something that they desire, like money and popularity. It's all a money and popularity game for a lot of these parents. And the guy that was sitting behind the desk was like sitting there speechless. And he was like, it has to stop because we don't really know what we want. We want to please our parents, and then we get to be a certain age, we don't want to be that anymore. We should not be allowed to change our gender until we totally understand.
No, that should be 18.
Huh?
It's a fad now. That's like the end thing. They wake up now, they decide. Can you imagine? Like, can y'all imagine really telling y'all parents back in the day, oh, I want to be a boy?
I know what would have happened. I'd have got this shit snapped out of me.
They shouldn't be forced to make that decision at a young age.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
And he went on every talk show promoting this shit.
Exploitation.
And he should have sent him to a psychiatrist.
That's exploitation.
Well,
he went on the Ellen show.
Those children became messed up when he got involved with Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
That demonic spirit that she has.
Yeah, she gonna pay for it though. When she meet her maker, she gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
We all got to stand before him.
Yeah. You can look at her eyes and tell something is wrong with her.
Yep. Go ahead, Miss April. Miss April?
Yeah. Gabrielle Union. Let me tell you something. Her worst stuff gonna come through her own child. And Dwayne Wade gonna wake up and them kids ain't gonna be with him. They going back to their mama. They mother gave birth. And once they find out the truth and start seeing stuff, oh, they're gonna have a whole different look on daddy. They sure is.
Yeah.
When kids find out the truth, like, oh, this the reason my mama wasn't in my life, because you mistreated her. She wanted to be.
Yeah.
See, that woman couldn't talk. They silenced her. She wasn't able to speak.
Yeah.
He had her so messed up. They had that woman like she was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her voice is coming back. And you want to sit up and disrespect the mother of your children and say she haven't been in the kid's life? Well, punk, talk about what your mama was about when you was coming up.
That part.
Nah.
If you want to talk about it, let's tell the whole truth.
Tell the whole truth. Tell how you came up. how your mama wasn't in your life. So that's why you don't have no respect, really, probably, for women.
Shit, you show he ain't. You show Gabriel Union ain't got a pinky between her thighs.
Girl, Gabrielle Union was so desperate. Most women, if they would have found out their man had got another woman pregnant, they wouldn't have even been bothered with him.
Yep. I ain't sharing
But
my face with nobody.
she said, I'm going to have my husband and I'm going to have a baby. I don't even believe they was on a breakup.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So
I
so
believe
their last child is by his last child is by Gabrielle Union.
Right. And a surrogate, because she couldn't have children.
Okay.
See, so a surrogate. I remember when Oprah went to visit her and they wanted Oprah to have on she had to have on gowns and shit and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, what the fuck they got going on over there?
Ooh. Ooh, what kind of freaky shit really
But,
happened?
like, what's really going on at that house?
Right.
Because everybody that had newborn babies, everybody come over and see the babies. But you ask for them to have on gowns and everything.
That's weird.
You know, they didn't want the baby to get sick and all of this. Well, why you do the interview?
That part. That's what I'm saying.
You
I
were
would
so
do it.
proud. You were so proud that you finally got your baby and your husband. So you didn't care. And you didn't care how you got it neither.
Sure didn't. As long as she got it. Be careful what you ask for, damn it.
And what make it so bad, what was the last show she was in?
She was doing that
Gabrielle
show, Mary
Gabrielle
Jane.
Union?
Yeah.
Remember that TV show, Mary Jane? She was doing. They be showing them.
Yeah, I think that was the
Hey,
last one that she did.
Hey, Jazz Frank, how are you?
Hi, Jazz.
We just shooting the mess. I'm so upset about Kyrie Irving. I hope that they get some pressure put on them, because that man has the right. I hope tomorrow him and Kyrie done had a talk, because I really think this is showing. This is showing, yeah, this is America. This is the real America. To blatantly punish that man for talking about watching a documentary that he didn't make, because y'all done chose to say it's anti-Semitic. Imposes on his constitutional rights and his freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And they just finished on 5 games.
So they suspended him 5 games. But now, will that take away from his pay?
Yep.
Now they'll put him on. They still pay him, but he won't get the pay that he would get while if he were playing. He'll still be getting paid.
Yeah.
Because even though he's suspended, he won't be able to play, but he might have to still show up.
Yeah.
No, he can't even show up to the facility.
Oh, okay.
He can't come to the game, and he can't practice at
Well,
all.
they don't even want him on the property.
Okay, so then
Now
that means
that's a damn shame.
he may not be getting paid then.
But Brett Favre, ain't nothing happened to him.
You know what? The thing of it is this. Those people in Mississippi have to stand up and petition and say, why is this man allowed to get away? That money could have been used for other things. And they need to go against him because some lawyer will take that case that wants to make a name for themselves and go after him because that's theft. That's a felony.
And they say he's still trying to play football.
He should be suspended and in jail. That's theft. That's a federal offense. If you commit welfare fraud, your ass going to jail.
Yeah.
Girl, if we lie and get extra food stamps, they trying to send us to jail. A time about we can't get food stamps. And here he done stole a whole couple of million from the damn state of Mississippi.
But think about this. What if they did go after him and they wanted to keep it quiet, not to embarrass him, but they'll embarrass somebody else?
That's a good question.
You know, like right now out here, I think it was a chief of police. I can't remember the title of the guys, but there was a individual. I forgot. I heard it early this morning. Some lady was sexually assaulted by a high official out here in California, and one of the people that worked from the police department called and notified the person that did the act that a woman came into the police station and filed a claim against you. So because that person was friends with the department, they covered it up and somebody ended up finding that email, and now it's a big old scandal now.
Wow.
Let me tell you, more and more stuff gonna be uncovered with all of these corrupt people.
Yeah.
More and more.
It's time.
Yeah, more stuff is gonna come out.
Yeah.
I just want to see if any other NBA players are gonna take a stand for Kyrie Irving.
No.
I didn't take a stance. I told you. Charles Barkley said they should have suspended him. Who gonna take a stance?
They trying to
You
keep their paycheck.
They bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be there to hype you up, but when the punishment comes, everybody scatter like roaches when you turn on the light.
Who is getting ready?
My hope is that your years will have 100% survival, really clear on.
They want to keep their jobs. They want to where they fly they $1,000 suits each game and talk about the young athletes, how sorry they are.
Yeah. But if a white NBA player have came out and said something about that documentary, would he have been suspended 5 games?
No. It's their world. They can do whatever they want to. You see, Brett Favre stole money from the Mississippi Welfare Department.
You remember what B Sparrow said? B Sparrow said the guy that wrote it, they trying to make him take it down.
Somebody
It's
need
on
to get B.
Amazon.
Somebody need to get B Sparrow up in here.
Huh?
I say somebody need to get B Sparrow up in here on this panel.
Man, she might be at home with her husband.
Yeah, you have to have her on tomorrow. I gotta see if she watched it.
Cause B be on point. Like
Yeah.
he be making some good commentary.
Yeah, but some stuff, yeah. But some stuff people don't understand, so you gotta be careful how you bring it to them. You gotta bring it to them gentle because it'll almost seem like you're forcing what you believe, and you gotta be careful because it's like a thin line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say a little bit and I stop. I can't keep going and going and going because I don't know who religion is what. And we're not here to be offensive by saying, well, if you don't believe it, you better get it together. I'm not saying that she said that. I'm just saying we have to be careful.
That's true. But I mean, you gave us a lot of information tonight. And you've been on point. April, you've been on point too.
Yeah.
Everybody. Even
I'm
people in the
gonna tell
chat.
you like this. We are one nation under God and all nations.
Yeah.
I don't think God is saying, because you're this religion, that you're the only people that's going to heaven. I'll never believe that.
Yeah.
You're the only people. Yeah. Do the right thing. That's all I tell people. Do the right thing. I ain't Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to do the right thing.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
do
we
the
are
right thing. Try your best. We were born into sin.
Yep.
We all trying to figure this game of life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
you're right,
all you
April.
can do is just do the right thing. But I'll never believe, because it do say all nations under God.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, God
like I said, when we get up there, when we make it up there, I thought and slept and rested. I'm gonna see a whole lot of folks. They gonna be like, "Girl, you made it in." I'm gonna be like, "You made it in too." Oh.
Look, be like, girl, I made it by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They might be Chinese. They might be Jewish. They might be Africans, Muslims. They gonna be everybody. Uh-huh.
I don't care what religion you are. As long as you respect me, I respect you. So I don't put nobody down. You know, I just did what I did was I studied every religion so that I could find out what was right for my spirit. I've been to all of them, you know, everything. And, you know, the one that I found is that I just straight believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth and God, the creator of this heaven and earth. That's it. That's all. I ain't into nothing else.
And
Amen
doing
on
the
that.
right thing. Because at the end of the day, the 10 Commandments and everything, right?
Huh?
Ain't the commandments and all of them?
The 10 Commandments.
Uh-huh.
You have to follow those. Yeah, you have to follow the 10 Commandments.
And
Yeah,
so,
we supposed to follow the Ten Commandments.
Yeah,
yeah.
but we don't.
And all we can do is try our best.
And you
I
know,
ain't Jesus. Because I wouldn't, what that one man say? I ain't Jesus. Because I wouldn't have forgave a lot of you funky ass folks.
right, that
Who
part.
said that? Yeah,
I saw that one before. I fell out laughing.
yeah. Uh-huh. So,
I forgive people fast. I don't know. I have always been that kind of person. If I get mad at you and you try to talk to me, just let me calm down. Don't keep calling me. Don't keep trying to talk to me. Just give me a moment so that I can readjust my attitude. Because I'm like, okay, what did I do to cause this reaction? Because I know that I had to have done something because this is not this person normally. So I do a self check. And once I check myself and I find out, hey, you didn't do nothing, then I'm like, just leave me alone for the rest of the day. And if I don't call you, just wait your time out and let me clear and let me talk to God and get everything out so I don't have no animosity. And that's just how I am. I don't like holding grudges. Life is too short, like Miss April say, it's too short for you to be holding grudges and acting stupid.
I don't hold
Yeah.
grudges. It's just some people I wouldn't give a fuck if I never saw them again.
That tea almost went all over my computer. Miss April,
I don't hate you,
you
but
can't
I wouldn't care if I ever saw you as long as I lived. And they fucked up about you.
be. I heard that.
And I don't hate you. But if you done did some foul shit to me, I done forgave you. But I ain't giving you the knife to stab me in the back again.
That part.
I know that's right.
And I don't get this with people. No, I ain't going around you shit. You might not stab me this time. You might shoot me.
Lord help us, Jesus.
Lord how much.
I feel
And so, no,
like
I wouldn't care if I ever saw you again in life. I hope you doing well and ain't trying to hold no conversation. Because I don't do the fake and funny. I ain't fucked up about you and you ain't fucked up about me. What we got to talk about?
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is Lord Jesus. Yeah, I understand how well.
If you didn't have my best interest in mind when we knew each other, why am I supposed to think you care about me now?
I can understand that.
I hear you on that.
I can
I
understand.
mean, these are questions I ask people. They like, do you talk to them? Why would I talk to them?
That part.
Yeah,
If
you're
they
right.
weren't messed up about me then, why would they be messed up about me now?
That's understandable.
That's true.
That's understandable.
And
I
I ain't
mean,
doing the fake and phony.
if they didn't care about you back then, why they caring about you now?
Right. Why you care now? Because, no, I don't get down like that.
Right, that part.
And don't
That's it.
tell me I'm too old. Don't make me have to act like I'm a hood. Don't make me angry enough to bring out this beast in me. Because you should have left me alone.
That part. That's real talk though. If she giving the truth, you know, don't start no
You
static.
should have left me alone. I wasn't bothering you. I don't
I mean,
inquire about you. I don't give a damn. And why you worried about me? Because I sure ain't worried about you. Don't tell me how I should act and behave. And I ain't did shit to you.
Right.
right.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me how I should be over something and it didn't happen to you. I ain't y'all robot.
That's
You're
true.
right though.
That's true. But you got those people that think that they could offend you and do whatever, and then oh,
Yeah, and then,
that
this what gets me. Oh, but she's supposed to be all into the church. I ain't Jesus. I ain't Jesus.
Lord help us.
I have flaws. At least I'm trying what you doing.
Right.
And don't bring that up. Is I'm supposed to be in the church to make up for your shit. Like I say, don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
That part.
Ah, ooh, let's rain.
I'm gonna come down because I'm trying to cook and it's making all kinds of noise, but I'm gonna be listening.
Girl, the Tanya's cooking for the soul. Just did a video.
Okay.
She did some smothered pork chops.
Why
Girl,
don't they do that?
them pork chops look so good. I ain't had no good smothered pork chops and rice and gravy
That's
since
what I'm
my mother
making.
was
Oh
here.
my God, that's what I'm making.
Are you?
I
Oh
promise.
my God.
Wow.
I promise you,
Man,
I am. I'm a hell.
girl,
I'm a hell of a baker too. I just made some cinnamon rolls, and man, I went to the store and came back. I don't know how many missing, but that bad boy. When I got back, lips were smacking and fingers were being sucked on. I like to bake.
uh-oh.
I'm starting to make bacon video, like cooking. I made a cookie video that you shared, and I did a cinnamon roll, and now I just have to upload the last part, and I'm gonna show y'all where the person stole the damn cinnamon rolls.
Well,
So,
check
so
this
you,
out.
so you bake all the time?
I love to bake.
Okay.
I love to bake. And what I was thinking, I was like, you know, since this Bud Light is going on, I'm like, man, I can't even send people like cookie dough, like in dry ice and mail it to them because people worried about the Rona. And me, I can't be around nobody with that stuff because I have asthma. I gotta be extremely careful.
Right. Yeah. You gotta be extra careful.
Yep. And plus I gotta make sure like me, I'm such a, I don't know, I guess you call it OCD. They be hollering at me like, dang, how many times you gonna wash your hands? I said, you should be glad I washed my damn hands.
Right.
And like when I cook meat, I use like the medical gloves because I don't like touching the meat with my hand.
Okay.
And then I soak my meat in like vinegar and water, and you'll see all that stuff coming off. Just like soak it, like get you a half a cup of vinegar and pour it in your water and let your meat, like your what do you call it, your pork chops, your chicken and stuff like that. Let it soak in there for like 45 minutes in cold
Mhm.
water. Drain your water out and then rinse it real good, and then pat dry and then season your meat. That's how I learned. I don't know because I just don't trust, like, because I think they be pumping them up with extra stuff.
Right.
You gotta be careful.
Girl, they charging they charging $40 for pound cake.
They can keep that pound cake.
And chocolate cakes and stuff.
Man,
So, honey,
I
you
can
better
make
turn
one.
your bacon into a business.
I can make all that stuff and I wouldn't even charge nobody nowhere near that. I remember I went to a party. I made a whole bunch of cinnamon rolls. I made cookies, all different kinds of like cookies. And everybody was like, oh my God, these are so good. And I was like, thank you. And they wanted to pay me. I was like, no, I'm at the party. I wanted to bring something. They were like, you need to start baking. I'm like, it's not my passion. I like to do it, but I wouldn't sit down and do it as a business. I just like to do it. Like, if you came over, you go, oh, you know what I haven't had in a long time? You'd be like, I haven't had this. And I'll start making it. And then you'd be like, I didn't even know you was going to make it. That's just how I am.
Okay.
But Miss April, if you like cookies, I'm gonna try to make you some and see if I can put it in dry ice and mail it to you.
Girl,
Huh?
who knows? I might do a pop-up visit.
You better make sure I'm in California.
Honey, I don't know where I'm gonna be at. Let me see. Before we get out this, let's see if they got any more info on Kyrie Irving. Oh, he has some nice shoes.
Who?
Kyrie Irving.
Oh, okay. Let me see something. Hold on.
He has some nice gym shoes.
Hold on a second. I want to show y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all. Hold on. Where's my camera? Hold on.
Girl, oh, man, you just don't know how I would love to have some snuggle foot chops with some rice and gravy.
Oh wow, that looks good.
You see
Good
what they
job,
did?
man.
Yeah,
see
you see that, April?
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. Girl, you is. You
Yeah.
like Susan Homemaker over there, ain't you?
Look, I went to the
Hey,
store. Look, I went to the store and this is how much is gone.
it's like you got your own bakery over there.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Susan Homemaker for real. She over there baking,
Yeah.
being a mother and a wife. That's great.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Now, how long did
Oh,
it
if
take you to?
y'all get a chance, go to the Real Data channel. Judge Joe Brown had a debate with
Okay.
what's his name? Michael Eric Dyson. Judge Joe Brown tore him up. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I say, I like Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah,
Uh,
he gives out a lot of information about things that happen in Hollywood.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
out here, I'm telling you. These niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
Whew.
Now I'm gonna
Like,
tell you something. I believe women, we are the most beautiful creatures in the world. Man is supposed to be in the household. And we need real men. Shit.
mm-hmm. Some of these men lead real women. For real, I'm just gonna be 100. Maybe they weren't getting in so much trouble.
Oh shoot, you a fool, man.
Meaning real woman like what?
A good
Somebody
woman that
Be at home.
A good woman, a good woman just don't keep us, just don't put us in our place.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cooking, cleaning, spending
Cooking,
time.
cleaning, spending time together,
Yeah.
taking care of our kids.
Mm-hmm.
I
You know,
mean,
you know what?
the whole nine. I mean, the whole nine yards.
You know what? These women today, they so busy putting somebody car tire in their ass and in their breast.
And
Mm-hmm.
they can't cook. Y'all know I didn't even know what hamburger helper was until I was grown.
Man,
Mm-mm.
my homegirl cooked hamburger helper so good.
Hey, Tay, like, see, they in the bushes listening. Yeah.
Hey, Tay Life, hi, sweetie. Yeah,
Hello, Taylor.
my homegirl cooked hamburger helper so good that the family didn't know for years that she was she was making hamburger. That mess was so funny.
See you right. Together. See you together. You ain't right. You're not right.
Yes, she bought this big old casserole and all she did was like put the stuff together exactly the way the box said it, but she had a little bit of decoration on top. That mess
Uh-huh.
was so funny. They were like, "What you laughing at?" I'm sitting at the table busting. They tell my girl, you know you can cook. They tell me you can learn from her talking to me. And I just fell out laughing. I said, shit, anybody can cook hamburger helper. They said, what? I said, anybody can cook hamburger. I said, y'all didn't know that was hamburger helper. And she said, I thought they knew. I was on the floor. That girl's a hamburger helper queen.
Wow. I'm sitting here and I had my TV on the news and they just said that Oprah Winfrey just endorsed Dr. Oz for something.
Oh, he trying to run for some kind of office.
Okay.
Yeah, he trying to run for office. I heard his debate. I said I wouldn't trust him. What I want with a TV doctor? Nigga, this is real life. This ain't TV.
Wow.
Enough, we
And
got
what his name, Dr. Oz? Is he a doctor or is he the Wizard of Oz?
hello somebody. See, Miss April get it straight. See, she'll tell you. These folks is playing games with folks' life. You want to run, and they talk so bad about Herschel Walker.
Yeah, did you see that video that Jamal Bryant did about Herschel Walker?
Let me tell you something. Jamal Bryant is the last person that needs to talk about somebody while he's sitting up there being the preacher, screwing other women in the church, getting women pregnant while he's married. You ain't got a leg to stand on to call nobody out their name and talk trash about nobody. You done slept with women from A to Z. You was with Tweet. You was with this one. You was with that. Man, I don't respect nothing that
Oh,
man.
yeah, the wife keep forgiving him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She keep doing
Yeah,
but
I said, something ain't right there neither. I said, because let me tell you something. It's only so many times you going to cheat on my ass.
yeah,
Now, and I'm going to be gone.
that part. And you sitting up here talking
Something ain't right somewhere. You allowing somebody to keep cheating on you and disrespecting you. Makes me wonder if they really married.
So together he been sleeping with members of his church.
yeah, he slept with members of his
You
own church. and got a couple of them pregnant.
Wow.
And while he was pastor, he got some girl pregnant, and she was like, he told her he wasn't a father and he wasn't gonna pay child support. She took his ass to court and did a DNA. You are the father. Why you on the pulpit, nigga?
Wow, I did not know that.
They know they supposed to sit him down.
Right.
They supposed to sit him down.
So, like you said, if he did that, how he got the nerve to talk about Herschel Walker?
That's what I'm saying. And black people sitting there, I know that's right. I'm like, y'all stupid as hell. That's why we ain't gonna never grow. Dumbass people.
Cause Herschel never married nobody, did he?
I don't know what he did. They trying to say because that woman said that he tried to make her get an abortion.
Well,
Right.
that was 30-something years ago. And she showed she had one child and then got pregnant again.
Right.
Girl, they bringing up all of this stuff, but she didn't stop seeing them. Where they find these people at? They just resurrect them, huh? We don't even know if it's true.
I don't even know where these hoes coming from.
I don't know. Wow. It's gonna be something else before the week is up.
They probably paid her to come out and tell her story and promised her some money. I'll be like, that shit was years ago. Why am I bothering for now?
Yeah.
Good, they don't care. I told you they cloud chasers. Now they trying to say a good chance Kyrie Irving done with Brooklyn Nets. At this point they ain't gonna say anything. But I think this might slap them in the face. I hope they do. I hope all of America gets behind him, but they won't. They won't. Them gatekeepers and bootlickers.
But like you said earlier, April, I mean, you may wake up tomorrow and you may not be suspended.
But see, they got Shaq opening his damn mouth and the other dude.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They the worst ones.
Niggas don't never stick together.
And bootlickers.
Niggas don't never stick together. They always want to smack somebody down.
Yeah.
So is anybody Kyrie Irving? See who's standing? Who's defending?
I wonder how much money he's missing out each game.
Shit, who knows? How much is his contract worth?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, let's see. An NBA analyst defends Kyrie Irving giving Nets.
Wow. Did they say his name? Who? Did they say his name, April?
Brandon Scoop B. Robinson. He's defending him.
Oh wow!
You know what? I'm gonna tell you.
That must be somebody from Brooklyn.
You know what? It's something that I heard that made a whole lot of sense. And this one person, he's a black man, and he said, you know what's so sad is that a white person will defend a black person before another black person defend another black person.
Yep.
They sure will.
And that's sad. A white person will stand up for us before our own brother and sister.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of them. How they always, there's nothing worth defending about Kyrie Irving. Are
Mm-hmm.
you serious? This is how they talk about us.
Yeah, because they get them bandwagon niggas. Excuse my language, but that's real truth. They get those that jump on the same bandwagon. Yep, Massa, he ran through the bushes. Better get
And he's a damn good player too, ain't he?
Yeah.
Look, they start losing enough games, they'll bring them back.
Yeah, he been in the league. He been in the league 12 years.
That's crazy.
And he got to deal with all this.
And sometimes, to be honest, a lot of those players are not going to say anything because their publicists will forbid them to say anything under their contract.
Hey, lady, Vanna, exotic candle, how are you?
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for coming through.
We appreciate everybody that's coming in. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we just talking. We ain't got nothing else to do. So tomorrow, I hope we wake up and they say Kyrie is back.
That would be beautiful.
that'll be great. Even though I don't think it's gonna happen, but I could be wrong.
We gotta think positive.
You right, April?
We do.
You right.
DJ, we gotta think positive, remember?
Well,
Y'all
I'm
right.
just hoping
I'm gonna think positive.
there's gotta be somebody that's gotta say this is wrong.
They too busy
And I'm so sick of them with this anti-Semitic shit. Like, they done called us niggas and welfare queens, whores and prostitutes, pimps,
gorillas,
boots, gorillas, monkeys.
But we can't say. But we can't say nothing.
You know, call us thugs. No, they don't want us to say nothing.
The moment we say something, we get suspended.
But the one
and they're not going to.
The one thing
they won't boycott the NBA.
No, they got too much riding on it. I'm gonna have to drop down. This dog about to go boo-boo crazy.
Yeah, and I'm ready to get off this phone.
Blessings, love y'all.
I'm getting ready. I thank y'all. Well, check this out. We're gonna think positive. That some phone calls are being made. Saying, wait a minute now. How far is going too far? So I just hope something happens.
Yeah.
And with that, y'all can give some closing statements.
And I want to thank you again for allowing me to come on the panel and discuss this situation. I'm glad I did. I'm glad together came on and said her thoughts. I appreciate that. And everybody that came in the chat room, we appreciate you guys for listening. Do you have any closing comments, April? You there, April?
Gonna come out of this with Kyrie. Um, and thank you, Tay Life, Lady Vanna, everybody that came in the chat. We appreciate y'all. This
Yes,
is
we
why I
definitely.
gotta stay on more, because everybody be coming through. We just trying to give our opinions and views. Uh, and the minute I heard this, I called DJ Chuck and said, I need to do a show because I know he's a sports fanatic. And I know he don't miss any game. And my question to him is, I know as much as you love sports, would you participate in the boycott?
Yeah, I mean,
And
I,
so,
I, I said that earlier. I mean,
yeah,
if I don't agree with something, especially if I'm paying my money, because look, April, a lot of people pay their money to watch these games.
I
So
know.
imagine how the ticket season the season ticket holders feel about the situation. They don't they don't pay their money for these games, and they can't see the best player on the team play because he's suspended for 5 games. I
Hmm.
would I would be mad if I paid my hard earned money to see Kyrie Irving play and he's suspended 5 games for addressing his opinion about a documentary. Yes, I will boycott the NBA. And it
Hmm.
doesn't have to be the NBA. It could be the NFL, MLB. Yeah, like people pay like people have to understand that people pay a lot of money to go and watch these games. And when the best player is not playing, they should be allowed to boycott that sport.
And the damn Chicago Bulls, they've been jinxed for so long. They built that new stadium and yet to win the championship.
They haven't won the championship since 1996.
And it seems like every time they get a new player, a good player, they prone to some type of injury.
Yeah, we can go down the line of different players that they had. We can go down the line of different players that they had that have
And
that
so the house that Jordan built sure ain't standing up too good, is it?
no.
Hmm.
I mean, look how speaking of the Bulls, look how you did Derrick Rose. This
Yeah.
man this man was hurt. He was hurt. And out of all the things he did and still doing for Chicago, they traded him to the New York Knicks.
He doing pretty good now, right?
Yeah, he's doing good. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying, I'm just saying, to answer your question, yeah, you're right. Like out of all the players they had, and every time they do good, they end up getting hurt.
yeah. Hey, Johnny Pepper, how you doing?
Hello, Johnny.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, like you said, let's think positive. Um, hopefully they, hopefully they can, make a decision to um, not suspend him 5 games, even though um, that's what they trying to do. I don't know if it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna hold up, but we'll see what happens during the rest of the week.
because
It,
we're not nobody's robot. And
yeah,
I just, I want to know who who decides what's anti-Semitic. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, the NBA doesn't condone anti-Semitic, so that's why he made a public apology and donated $500,000 to the ADL, which stands for Anti Defamation League. Uh, they work with the Jewish community, but like Kyrie Irving said, he never meant to harm anybody. So why is he being suspended 5 games?
yep. To make it be clear, how old is Kyrie Irving?
I think I give him 30, 31, 32.
Oh, okay, he's still young.
He may be a little older, but he's a good basketball player.
Okay.
He's always been the type of person that uh, he just an outspoken person. Like he has different views. Um, he has different views on society, and he has different views on how people supposed to live their life.
Yeah.
My thing is every time. Why is it that every time he says something that he being punished for it?
Yeah, it's not fair, and people got their eyes wide open on this.
Yeah, I mean, like last year, he said, "I'm not taking the vaccine." So then they came back and said, "Well, if we're not gonna take the vaccine, you can't play."
Mm, wow.
Yeah,
Well, well, they talking right now. There's some people highly upset about this, and some people telling them they got to right their wrongs. And
yeah,
this April showers, and that's the note I'm gonna leave on that. he will not be suspended for 5 full games. Everybody have a great night. Thank you, DJ Chuck, for joining
You're
me.
welcome.
Okay.
You all have a good
Thanks
night.
everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you.
Oh, and I shared your channel, April,
Oh, okay.
on YouTube. So
Okay.
I shared your channel for you can get more listeners and followers.
Thank you, because I sure need them. I'm just an
Uh
old 60-year-old woman with nothing to do all day.
oh, you're welcome and thank you.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
if I come up with something or you come up with something else, let me know.
I will.
All right,
All
have a
right.
good night,
Next
everyone.
show, you going to have to lead the show. All right.
All right,
Okay. Have a
okay.
good night. Love you.
Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone. Love you all.
Okay. Bye.